Rachel Bench Daisy Nievas from Marikina City and I am 17 years old. Actually po, nung 12 years old pa lang po ako, doon po ako nagsimula mag-take ng products ng Noble Life, which is yung Crypto Monatolis and yung Cleanse. Yung sa health issue ko po, hindi naman po siya masyadong malala, pero yung crypto po kasi nakakatulong po talaga siya as a student, nakatulad ko po, para ma-boost po yung ating immune system at saka po, nagbibigay rin po talaga siya ng talino sa atin. Siguro, way back grade 8, ganun po, 7, 8, wala, mahina po talaga ako sa school. Pinakamataas ko lang na top, wala pa sa top 10. And mahirap po talaga makipagsabayan sa mga klase ko. And nung nag-take po ako ng crypto, dun po parang na sa isip ko, maganda to kasi pampatalino, sabi nga po ni mama, which is yung mother ko na nagtatrabaho at unang nakaka-discover na mag-take po kayo at try nyo po para mas mapatunayan nyo po na tama yung sinasabi ko na lahat ng stress nyo, yung makakapag-focus kayo sa pag-aaral nyo, lalo na yung mga, halimbawa, may quiz, may exams, makakapag-focus talaga kayo kasi yung mga nire-review nyo, matatandaan nyo po ito. Dahil nga po doon, makakapag-focus kayo at makakuha kayo ng mataas na grado. And yung sa naman po, sa Clen, una po yan, syempre hindi nyo magugustuhan yung lasa kasi may nararamdaman nga po kayo. And after ilang months ng pagtitake, syempre parang juice na rin po yan. Syempre bilang kabataan, gusto natin milk tea, mga masasarap, diba? Pag na-try nyo po ito, maganda sa pakiramdam na parang magaan sa atin. And sa mga nagpapapayat, yan, maganda po yung cleanse. Ako noon, sobrang taba ko. Siguro nung elementary up to 3rd year high school, grabe yung taba ko po nun. And nag-take lang po ako ng cleanse, napakaganda po, papayat po talaga kayo. And proper diet lang rin po.
Ayan. Ayan, hello po sa ating mga viewers. Good evening po sa inyo. Welcome to our Health Talk tonight. By the way, I am Hannah Obligor from the marketing team, your moderator for tonight's show. So ayan, kumusta po kayo? I hope we're all coping well. Please let us know your thoughts or reactions to our show by commenting here in our live or just by simply reacting. We will really appreciate that. Also, please keep on sharing so we can reach as many people as we can and para ma-share din natin ang learnings that we might get sa talk later. But
wala siya.
staffs from local branches and international branches. So for you to qualify, you must at least achieve 30 GBMs from October 23 to January 2023. So I'm hoping na everybody's on track para magkita-kita na ang lahat sa Las Casas and Mount Samat. Anyways, we still have much time. So, habol po tayo. Ayan. Next is the 90 Days Cleansing Campaign. So, our campaign is still ongoing and cleaning more colons. So, by joining this campaign, you can win as much as 5,000 pesos and 5 boxes of cleanse. So, avail lang po kayo ng at least 3 boxes of cleanse in single receipts para po mag-qualify kayo. This is until January 31, 2023. So, bumili na po kayo while the deadline is still away. Ayan. Next is the Chamba. Chamba po at Farmers Plaza sa December 28. This is one of the most anticipated projects ng Noble Life. We hope you would all show your support and mag-register na po kayo for only 300 pesos. That includes 1 session of Chamba and 5 sachets of cleanse. Ayan, next. The doctor is in po. This is a free consultation with our doctor sa headquarters natin sa Manila. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, si Doc Artesa po ang available. While on Saturday, si Doc Emperador po, they're available from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. po. Next, ayan. The doctor is on the air. That's every Tuesday and Saturday. Para po ito sa mga hindi makakapunta sa headquarters. Please paki-screenshot na lang po ng schedules flashed on screen ng inyong respective branches. Better po to coordinate with our staffs there para po sa inyong appointment. Next, we also have Noble Life presentation. That's every Wednesday via Zoom. So if you're interested to know more about the company and the products we offer, then you should attend this po. Next, we also have an on-site Noble Life presentation. That's every Saturday sa Manila headquarters at 2 p.m. po yan. Sa Lunes naman po, December 5 at 5 in the afternoon, meron po tayong Kumustahan Suportahan program featuring our teams from Calapan, Legazpi, and Baguio. Attend po kayo especially sa ating Noble Lifers coming from those areas para malaman niyo po ang latest updates and upcoming activities ng inyong branches. Next. Yan. Next week po, tutungo si Doc Emperador sa Mindanao para sa kanyang health talk and free consultation. She will be discussing about 3H, high sugar, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure. So this is a good opportunity po to learn about these matters, especially at Dr. po mismo ang magdidiscuss nito. On December 8, ang schedule ng Jensen. Sa may Barangay Heights po yan, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. After naman po ng Jensen, sa December 9, tutungan naman si Doc dito sa Tagum. So if you have time, please visit po kayo sa aming branch. Matatagpuan niyo po ang branch namin sa may Rotary Park po. Ayan. On December 10, sa Davao branch naman, sa Hotel Uno po ang venue. Same time pa rin, from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Next, meron po tayong product training about cryptomonedales. Maganda po ito dahil i-discuss dito ni Doc ang components and benefits ng crypto. So this is on December 9 at 9:15 a.m. via Zoom. Ayan, still on December 9 at 2 p.m., Doc Artesa will have a health talk on site sa Manila headquarters. Napaka-timely po ng topic, especially at malapit na ang Pasko, about po ito sa bloatedness during Christmas season. So, attend po kayo dyan. Next, chat with our doctor. Heart attack and stroke. So, i-ready niyo po ang inyong mga questions para po masagot ng ating doctor next Saturday. That's on December 10 sa ating bagong time slot at 8 p.m. po yan. Ayan. Next. Okay. And that's it. So going back to the highlight of the show, Our doctor will be discussing about elderly skin later. So you might ask, how should we care for our skin as we grow older, diba? Because our body is no longer the same as it used to be. So our skin, di ba po? Kaya yan, itatalakay natin yan later. So without further ado, please help me welcome our doctor for tonight's show. She is a member of physicians organizations such as PACCD, PAFP, and PRIMA, a clinician, integrative medicine, and lifestyle medicine practitioner. None other than Dr. Geraldine Emperador. Hello po, Doc. Good evening po.
Yes, a healthy, happy, noble life. Good evening to you and to everyone listening right now. Kumusta po kayo?
I'm sure okay naman po. Are you all set up po, Doc?
Yes, Hannah.
Sige po, I'll give the floor na po sa inyo.
Okay. Thank you, Hannah. Okay, today or tonight, we discussed on elderly skin. In our previous discussion, we talked about the normal skin, but of utmost concern to us now is the aging skin. Remember, once we are born, the generation starts. So, okay. Okay. What are aging changes in the skin? These are a group of common conditions and developments that occur as people grow old. I'm sure each one of us will notice the dryness, will notice the wrinkling, will notice the thinning. So, so skin changes are among the most visible signs of aging. In our practice, we would always say that as dermatologists, kita agad ng patients. They actually see at once if your treatment is effective because it's outside, it's visible. So these visible signs of aging are very, very prominent in the skin. Evidence of increasing age includes, as I said, wrinkles and sagging skin. Also, since part of the skin are the appendages, which is the hair, the nails, whitening or graying of the hair is another obvious sign of aging. Okay, as we review, our skin does many things. No, it contains nerve receptors that allow us to feel, touch, pain, and pressure. It also helps control fluid and electrolyte balance. It also helps control our body temperature and protects us from the environment. Remember, it is the largest organ of the body. Okay. To mention again, the outer part, the epidermis, as we call it, ito yung nakikita natin from the outside. It contains skin cells, pigments, and proteins. Okay, the middle part is the dermis, and the inner layer under the dermis, the subcutaneous layer. This is where we see the fat cells. Okay, each layer also contains connective tissue, which we call, kilalang-kilala ngayon, collagen fibers. The importance of collagen fibers is that all these three layers maintain their stability and their structure because of the fibers, collagen to give support, and also the elastin fibers to provide flexibility and strength. Okay? Okay. Skin changes are related to environmental factors. Remember, the genetic makeup, the nutrition, like genetic makeup means like the dark skin, the really dark skin, they're the Africans, right? And the Caucasians, yun naman yung mga the white people, they are a different type of color. And us as Filipinos, yung morena or the brown skin, iba-iba rin pong group of colored people. Okay, natural pigmentation seem to provide some protection against sun-induced skin damage. The blue-eyed fair-skinned people show more aging skin changes than people with darker, more heavily pigmented skin. So actually, as Filipinos, brown skin we have more melanin, or the pigment that gives color to the skin. And we realize now we have to be thankful because it is a protection. The wisdom of God is that sa equator, the nearest continent sa equator is Africa. And imagine, yun yung where the sun will be most felt. And what did he do? What did our creator do? He made their skin dark, as in black skin, to protect them from direct and very close contact with the sun. Okay. Okay. So what are these aging changes as we are discussing? With aging, the outer skin layer, or the epidermis, thins, even though the number of cell layer remains unchanged. What happens is that the same number of cells in every layer, but they are thinned out. Kumbaga po, the aging starts with the cells. Sila rin po ay tumatanda. Kaya numinipis din sila. Okay? And the number of pigment containing cells, the melanocytes, yan yung nagproprotect sa atin from the sun, decreases. Ngayon, kasi tumatanda din, di ba, yung mga cells. So, the remaining melanocytes increase in size. Lumalaki lang yung size nila, pero kumonti sila. Aging skin then looks thinner, paler, and translucent. Parang nawalan ng sigla. Sabi nga nila, nawala ng shimmer or glow, di ba? Now, instead, we also find pigmented spots, including age spots, yung mga ang tinatawag naming liver spots that appear in sun-exposed areas. Ito po yung tinatawag na PECAS. Yan. Kaya patients come to us, Dok, paano po ba mababawasan itong PECAS? Bakit po ngayon dumami? So, marami pong factors yon, especially sa women. Pag nag-menopause po kasi nawawalan ng estrogen. And with the decrease or of estrogen, nagkakaroon po tayo ng mga pigments. Okay? Also, I'd like to mention, if you have a history of yung intake ng mga contraceptive pills, remember, these are hormones. And later on, nare-realize po namin, as we see it with our patients, they develop more PECAS. Also, they develop more varicosities. So, yun po. It's part of the long-term effects of contraceptive pills use. Okay? Okay. So, as I mentioned, yung connective tissue, remember, that's the collagen and the elastin. So, changes in this connective tissue reduces the skin's strength and elasticity. Kaya pag as your skin ages, parang hindi na siya nagba-bounce back. Di ba pag tinidin mo ganun, parang wala na siyang buhay. Parang pagod na rin siya. Parang gano'n. And this is because of the strength and elasticity na nag-reduce. This is known as elastosis. It is more noticeable in sun-exposed areas. Not to discriminate, pero di po ba yung mga farmers natin, napapansin nyo, mas because they're so exposed to the sun all their lives, mapapansin nyo po, they're mga 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years older than those people who are in the city. Yung nasa office lang, naka-aircon, hindi halos na aarawan. Yun po yung kaibahan. Okay? So, isa pa po, the blood vessels of the dermis, yung second layer, become more fragile. Ano sila? Madaling pumutok. Opo? So, this leads to kaya parang bakit madaling mag-bruise or magpasa? And then, madaling biglang may nagdudugo under the skin, often called senile purpura. Tapos, meron din pong, napansin nyo na wala kayong masyadong nunal or moles, biglang may nunal at may kulay pa. This time, red. Kaya cherry angiomas po ang tawag namin doon. It is because of the blood vessels na tumatanda din. So, nag-iiba na yung function. Okay? Okay. Ang isa pa pong feature sa skin is the oil glands. Nung kabataan, sobra-sobra yung oiliness. Sabi nga nila, ay, nako. Sabi, parang paano ba mababawasan yung oiliness? Kaya they produce, di ba? Yung mga teenagers, yun yung merong acne or pimples na halos hindi nila alam paano nila i-control. Sa aging skin naman po, less ang oil na napoproduce. So, however, men experience a minimal decrease, most often after the age of 80. Yun ang advantage ng men. Now, women like us gradually produce less oil beginning after menopause. Kaya nga maraming sinasabi natin, di ba? Systemically, pag nag-menopause ka, ang dami ng pagbabago. Okay? So, pati pala sa sebaceous oil glands, nagiging less oily. Yung iba na problem yung oiliness nung bata sila, nung nag-age sila, mas gumanda, mas umukay yung balat nila. Samantalang yung bata pa sila they already have this dry skin, all the more when they age, doon na nagkaka-problem. Most probably sila yung magkakaroon ng mga asthma of the skin, ganyan. Very sensitive yung skin. So the sebaceous fat layer thins so that it has less insulation and padding. Kasi wala na yung oil. Tandaan niyo po, oil is a very good lubricant. So pag nawala yon, walang lubrication. So rough, dry, hindi na siya smooth, hindi na siya feel mo na may parang maganda yung yung flow, di ba? Pag hinahawakan mo parang nag-slide sa skin yung mga fingers. So, in turn, this increases the risk of skin injury. Di ba? Madaling especially alam niyo yung sa sakong, sa ating paa, pansin niyo as you grow older, marami ng cracks. Di ba? Lalo na yung mga nasa field, nasa mga palayan, di ba? Talagang crack yung kanilang sakong. So that is an example, and that is how you see the effect of less oil and less water at the same time. Because you have less natural insulation, you can get hypothermia also. Remember, the skin is our protection from the outside environment, and it is also our thermostat. So, di ba, when we feel hot, what does the skin do? Yung sweat glands niya, nagpe-perspire. So that yung init sa loob ng katawan will be released to the outside. So, mababalance ulit yung thermostat yung temperature na yung thermostat na nagre-regulate ng temperature inside our body. Okay? Kaya nga, napansin nyo, pag yung mga menopausal, may hot flashes. Remember, narinig nyo yung parang, hindi naman mainit, nasa aircon ka naman, pero naiinitan sila. Kasi yung heat of the body comes from inside. It is irregardless of whether the environment is air-conditioned or mainit. It comes and goes. Yan po. Next, yes. So also, as I mentioned, yung sweat glands. Yun nga, as we age, we produce less sweat. Why? Because the sweat glands also ay tumatanda, nag-age din. This makes it harder to keep cool, so your risk of overheating or developing heat strokes increases. So not only the hot flashes, pero, excuse me, pero for those na sensitive, minsan nakala the person suffered from a heart attack. But actually, especially during the summer months, di ba? Ngayon po, because of our climate change, sobrang init ang summer natin. Kaya nga sabi ko, ang air condition ngayon is not a luxury. Hindi na po luxury ang air condition katulad noon. Ngayon po, the air conditioning is already an essential part of the room kasi sobra po yung init. So, yan po, for the elderly, we really watch out for yung mga signs of heat stroke. Yun. And which is why, as I have mentioned before, we also need the proper at least 2 liters of water input into our body a day. So, growth such as skin tags, o, di ba? Yung mga, may kuntil po ako, yan. Yung sabing skin tags, tapos may warts, di ba? Brown rough patches, yan. Yung mga, parang may mga, tawag namin dun, parang may crab na nakapatong na gano'n, at bigla na lang lumitaw. Yan po. We call that seborrheic keratosis, and other blemishes are more common in older people. You hardly see or hear a teenager really complain of these. It's more of the mga 40s, 50s, and 60s in age. Di po ba? So, also common are pinkish rough patches, actinic keratosis. Ito naman po, it is a warning sign because which it may have, although it's small, it has a chance of becoming skin cancer. Okay? So the effects of changes as you age, you are at an increased risk of skin injury. Your skin is thinner, more fragile, and you lose some of the protective fat layer. You may also be less able to sense touch, pressure, vibration, heat, and cold. Kasi tumanda nga, minsan hindi na sharp yung mga senses natin for touch, for pressure, for vibration, actually even sa hearing, di ba? We notice yung mga elderly, yung mga lola natin, parang hindi na sila kasing sharp makinig. Why? There is already tumatanda na rin yung hearing mechanism nila. So parang, hindi na ako masyadong narinig. Even our eyes, di ba? As I said earlier, degeneration starts as the baby is born. So every day, marami nang nagde-deteriorate, nag-degenerate. Okay? Nagde-degenerate. Rubbing or pulling of the skin can cause skin tears. So madali na rin siyang di ba minsan pagkamot mo nga lang, may parang linya na puti. That shows it is already dry, yung skin mo. So, fragile blood vessels may break easily, madali ka nang pasain, umpog lang sandali when you were walking by the side, may table, biglang you have bruises, and also yung puti-puti that you might pula-pula that you might mistake for yung mga yon, yung mga diseases naman like mga dengue, yung ganyan. So yung mga batik-batik na gano'n. Yun po. Yun. And ang nakakatuwa, konti lang yung injury. It is a minor injury but you produce all these. Okay. Also, pressure ulcers can be caused by skin changes. Ano tong pressure ulcers? We notice this more for the bedridden or yung mga lola na matagal na nakahiga or nakaupo. This proves that skin that is old cannot take pressure for a long time, kunwari sa isang area, maya-maya po meron na silang bed sore, or actually even, a very simple example, yung callus or kalyo. So, if kunwari you're wearing shoes that will always put pressure on a certain area sa inyong ankle or sakong, pansinin nyo, yun ang magpo-form ng thickening, magpo-protect siya, tapos ano nangyayari? Nagkakakalyo. So, yun. So, for those cases, on the side na po ito, you have to wear not tight-fitting shoes, but at least half size bigger than your actual size of shoes. Okay? Ito din po, because age na din yung skin, it repairs itself more slowly than younger skin. So, wound healing may be up to 4 times slower. And most especially if you have another condition. Ano po yun? Diabetes. Di po ba? A very, very important feature of diabetes is that pag nagkakasugat, mabagal at saka matagal ang pag-heal ng wound. Okay? Uh, Also, because of lowered immunity yan, di ba? So, and also other factors affecting healing. Like, if the environment is not clean, madaling na-infect. So, ganun po. Okay? Okay. So, common problems. Skin disorders are so common among older people, as we said earlier, that is often hard to tell normal changes from those related to a disorder. Kasi nga po, 90% of older people have some type of skin disorder na. But above all this, if you already have comorbidities, during this pandemic, we are so aware of comorbidities. So kahit paano alam na natin yan. What are these comorbidities? Diabetes, ganyan, hypertension, all of these po. At saka yung mga sensitivity sa food, ganyan. All of these po contribute to why older skin has or older people have 90% of them have skin disorders. Okay? Okay. I think we went through this. To mention lang, as a review, skin disorders can be caused by many conditions, including, as I said, diabetes, heart disease, liver disease, nutritional deficiencies, obesity, reactions to medicines, kasi minsan po ang dami na ring maintenance ng mga elderly. So lahat po yon nagko-contribute sa mga manifestations sa skin and also stress. Okay? Also, other causes of skin changes, allergies to plants and other substances. Why? Because older people, yung mga plantito, plantita, yan, exposed pala sila sa plants na medyo may mga pollens that will make them produce allergy. Also, the climate. If you notice, pag summer or hanging habagat versus hanging amihan. Why do we notice that our skin changes pag mga bare months? Why? Because of the climate. Mas malamig na po, di ba, towards the end of the year. So, ang nangyayari, nag-iiba siya, naggugulat yung skin at nagmamanifest ng maraming kakaiba. Rashes, drying of the skin, tapos sensitive siya more. Kaya marami nagpapatingin sa derma or nagpapakonsult. Another one is sunlight. And knowing that we are in a tropical country, so 365 days po ay may sun tayo. Meron tayong araw. So ano nangyayari? It causes loss of elasticity, non-cancerous skin growth, yung mga biglang may mga nag-appear na butlig at mga pigmentations. Ayan. Pigment changes such as liver spots, yan yung mga pekas-pekas, and also thickening of the skin. Sun exposure has also been directly linked to skin cancers, including basal cell CA, squamous cell CA, and melanoma. Okay. Okay. So having discussed all the possible and all the reasons why we have these problems in the aging skin, we now go to prevention. Yan. Di ba sabi po, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So, we have to start early sa prevention. Okay? So, ano po yun? For the exposure to the sun, syempre, we prevent the sunburn by using good quality sunscreen, and when outdoors, even dun sa may winter season. Pero, ang sinasabi ko, here in the Philippines, because we are 365 days sunny, we have to wear protective clothing and a hat when needed. Actually, ang must po sa amin dito, whether rainy or sunny, is an umbrella. As I mentioned, I call the umbrella the original sunblock and the original protection against the rain. No, dehydration because of the sun exposure increases the risk of skin injury. As we said, sometimes minor nutritional deficiencies can cause rashes, ganyan, skin lesions, and other skin changes. So it is also important to find out what are the food and food groups that make you sensitive, that you are allergic to. The reason why is because you have to avoid them. Okay? When we are presented with cases of allergy, our first concern as a dermatologist is to find out ano yung source. Because for as long as the source is there, the allergy will go on and on. But once we rooted out, we focus, na-zoom in namin yung cause ng allergy, then there is a very high probability and possibility that ma-address namin yung allergy, ma-cure. Okay? Okay. So as we were saying, prevention is worth a pound of cure. So before even the disease or the disorder and is already there, we can always prevent. And here in our Ennoble Life, we have 3 simple steps to solutions. And these are detoxification. That's number 1. Number 2 step is rebalance. And number 3 is nourishment. Okay. So how do we do that? We have specific solutions that we call food to the cell. Remember, sa aging, it's the cell that is affected. The cells are aging, so they manifest. So one is we need to detox. Remember, a 60-year-old has so many toxins already inside the body. Not even just inside, but outside. Ang dami na niyang sun exposure compared to a 5-year-old, to a 10-year-old. So with that in mind, we really have to do step 1, which is detoxification. Now, we have addressed that by our product, which is Cleanse. It acts like a broom to clean body waste stuck on our colon walls. Okay. There is a saying, a healthy gut or a healthy colon is a healthy body. So we can then say that yung accumulation of toxins that we have through the years for the aging skin is pinpointed in the colon, which is why we have to do cleansing. Okay? Para po kasi yung di ba po sa isang bahay, gusto natin yung basura for the day, gusto nating ma-eliminate or ma-collect ng garbage collector, ng basurero. Because pag hindi po nako-collect, what happens? We don't like it kasi it will smell in the house. Aamoy yun. So that is why we need to clean, we need to cleanse. Okay? So in this effect, not just cleaning our face with soap and water, but we also need to remember the more important systemic cleaning of the body, which is the one at the colon. Okay, then number 2, since we cleaned it out, we have to rebalance. Okay, what is the most important invention of the 21st century? It is cryptomonadales. This is what we are very proud of. It balances the nutrients in the body and build up strength. I'll tell you more about cryptomonadales later. So number 3 also is nourishment. Cryptomonadales, the PPARs agonist, and the PPARs plus resveratrol plays an essential role in the regulation of cellular development. If you notice, we always mention cellular development, cellular nourishment, cellular cleansing because dun po kami nagsuzoom in sa cell. Okay? So for a clearer and more discussion, we will go to okay. Ayan, okay. Ito po yung sinasabi namin. Ang aming pong PPARs na nasa loob ng cryptomonadales is the peroxisome proliferator activator receptors. Parang, ano ba yon? Mahirap yung pangalan. But, to simplify, ito po yung key that unlocks the door to the warehouse containing the full force of the human immune system. We are now familiar with the importance of the immune system. Tandaan po natin, ang human immune system, yun po ang ating defense. Yun po ang mga sundalo ng ating katawan. Sila po ang first line magdedepensa sa atin sa lahat ng toxins, lahat ng virus, bacteria, fungus, and any microorganism for that matter. Ganun po siya ka-importante. I know we are more aware of this during the COVID-19. As doctors, that is what we want to build up because whatever virus there is, whatever toxin there is, for as long as well and good ang ating soldiers ng katawan, the immune system, matatagumpayan natin yon. We will overcome and we will maintain good health. How, paano? Si PPARs po, how does it hold the key to unlock the door to this warehouse? One, it activates cell regeneration. So, nagre-regenerate, gumagawa ang cell, di ba? So, it also regulates cell differentiation. So, kasi ang cells po natin, may kanya-kanyang trabaho yan eh. So, there is an importance kung paano malalaman nung cell natin yung function niya. We see this in diseases like autoimmune. Okay? Katulad po ng nakita nyo in common terms, POCNAT. Okay? Yung mga bald patches na minsan ang nakakadiskubre yung mga barbero. Okay? Para lang po lalo nyo maintindihan. Hindi na nag-differentiate yung cell kasi yun pong sundalo natin, kinakain na niya yung dapat kakampi niya, which is the cell or the root of the hair. Kinakain po niya, kaya biglang nawawala yung buhok. Kasi wala nang root na magpo-produce ng buhok. So, ibig sabihin, autoimmune. Siya mismo, kinalaban niya yung sarili niya. Okay? And it also activates cell metabolism. Cell metabolism is important in producing energy. Kaya nga pag di ba, parang bakit ang dali kong mapagod, ganyan. Bakit ang dali kong parang antukin, ganyan. So, yan po yon. That's the cell metabolism. Okay? Makikita nyo po yung sa diagram. Kita nyo si PPARs. Ayun po siya. Siya yung red line. So, does not stay in the cell membrane, but it goes even to, ang nucleus po kasi may cell, meron din siyang wall. So, nakita nyo, pumasok siya sa loob. Kasi siya ang may hawak ng susi para pumasok sa loob. Ganun siya kagaling. Okay po? And with the invention or the discovery of cryptomonadales, which contains the PPARs agonist, we attribute and we would like to give credit where credit is due, no? This is Professor Wang Xunte, Dr. Yu Seng Chao, and Dr. E. Jensu. Of the three, ang una ko pong is Dr. Wang. Did you know that Dr. Wang, gave more or less 50 years of his life researching on this. And because diabetic din po siya. So what happened is, based po sila sa Taiwan, at yun pong production site niya, yung kanyang laboratory, is located across a hospital. So siya po ay nakapag-conduct ng mga studies. involving the patients in the hospital just across. So, ang maganda po, this is backed up with research, with studies. So, ayan. In fact, nung pong nilaunch nila ito na talagang pinakita nila, they announced to the public, Crypto Manadales made it to the evening news headlines in Taiwan. Ayan po, in the China TV News, in the Formosa TV News, in the ITV News, and the Eastern TV News. And they're all saying how good this new invention is, which is Crypto Manadales. Okay? Appearing on multiple channels for the evening news, Crypto Manadales makes headlines as a potential treatment, una for diabetes that is more effective than current drugs available in the market. Pero as it goes, ano nangyari po? We even discovered that it can also treat or be of help to relieve other chronic diseases such as mga skin diseases as psoriasis, even hypertension, and even mga cancer. Diba? Ang ganda po. Okay? Okay. Ito po yung evidence. This proves that our Crypto Manadales with PPARS Agonist Plus has been certified. Ayan po, health certificate issued by the Department of Health in Taiwan nung way back 2005 po. And then noong 2010, we have been certified by the Department of Health again in Taiwan, capable of regulation effect of high blood sugar levels. Di po ba? And then, another one, last 2012 or 2013, ito po, it enhances immunity. So, lalong na-prove kung ano pa yung magagandang function and action and effect ng Crypto Manadales. It enhances immunity, cell proliferation, capability. It enhances macrophage cell sa ano po to, sa immune system, and also it enhances natural killer cell activity. Lahat po ito, wag po kayong matakot doon sa mga pangalan. Lahat po ito pertaining to the immune system. Which is why, ayan po, talagang it is a guarantee that one, it lowers blood cholesterol and it helps improve heart conditions. It also lowers blood sugar, and lastly, it improves immune system. So it's antiviral and anti-cancer. And just to mention po, during this COVID pandemic, ang dami pong users dati ng Crypto Manadales or long-term users that really made this a part of their protection. They really had intake of this para po ma-protect sa COVID-19 virus. Okay? Okay? So, yan. I'd like to encourage you, unang-una po, to try to see us sa aming office here in Cubao. Ina-encourage po namin kayo to see us so that if you have further questions, lalo po namin kayo masasagot, lalo po namin malilinaw, we will clarify and make you understand itong mga na-feature namin dito. I'm sure marami po kayong tanong. So, excited po kami na dumalaw kayo para naman magkausap tayo ng personal. So with that, I hope marami po tayong natutunan at I hope na yung natutunan po natin ay i-apply natin. So yun po, maraming salamat. Magandang gabi at masarap na tulog sa ating lahat. Thank you and God bless everyone.
Ayan. Ayan, so pag tumatanda na po pala tayo, our skin declines and no longer functions the same as before. So we have to take care of it as early as possible. And we can also take our products or food supplements para po may added uh, vitamins, nutrients, and minerals ang ating skin, such as our crypto po, our pipars, and our cleanse. Ayan, thank you, Doc, for that comprehensive talk about elderly skin. Before I let you say po your last message to our audience before we conclude this show, I would like to promote again our activities and events para po sa mga hindi nakaabot kanina. Ayan, so first is our 90 days GBM promo. That's from October 20 to January 2023 po. You only need 30 GBMs po to qualify. Next is our 90 days cleansing campaign. Ongoing pa rin po ang ating cleansing campaign. Purchase lang po kayo ng ating cleanse and you'll have a chance po to win our amazing prizes. Ayan. Upcoming na rin po ang ating chamba sa Farmers Plaza. Sa December 28 na po yan. Next, the doctor is in po. Free consultation with our doctor every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. That's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The doctor is on the air naman po. Available po ang ating doctor every Saturday and Tuesday for our online consultation. So the schedules for the branches are flashed on screen. I-screenshot nyo na lang po. Yan. We also have Noble Life presentation. That's every Wednesday. Meron po tayo niyan via Zoom. While every Saturday naman po sa on-site sa Manila headquarters. Next, catch up din po tayo sa ating branches from Calapan, Legazpi, and Baguio sa ating Kumustahan, Suportahan program sa Monday na po yan at 5 p.m. Next, health talk and free consultation sa ating branches sa Mindanao, Jensen, Tagum, and Davao on December 8, 9, 10, respectively po yan. So watch out po kayo dyan mga taga Jensen, Tagum, and Davao. Next, Crypto Monadales product training sa December 9 po yan at 9:15 a.m. via Zoom. Next, we will also have a health talk at Manila headquarters about bloatedness during Christmas season. Alas 2 po yan ng hapon. So, if you have time, visit po kayo sa aming headquarters. Next, chat with our doctor. Kung meron po kayong katanungan related to heart attack and stroke, itanong niyo po yan sa ating doctor next Saturday, December 10, the same time slot po at 8 p.m. Ayan. So, going back po kay Doc Emperador, Doc, do you have any messages po or words of encouragement sa ating audience before we end our show?
Yes. As we discussed, there is a solution. Okay? There is a solution to the problems of aging. Not just sa skin, outside, but especially systemically. And why not, I give you a challenge, why not try? Why not come and see us? Why not try? And it would be good for yourself. Gawin yung reward yun for yourself. Okay? So, thank you for your time and thank you for your attention. And good night, everyone, and God bless.
Thank you so much, Doc, for gracing us with your presence and for sharing us your knowledge about elderly skin. So, and I think that's a wrap, Noble Lifers. Thank you very much for tuning in to our show until the end. Once again, this is Hannah Obligar, reminding everyone, in Noble Life, we care for you naturally. Enjoy the rest of the night po.
The cleanse itself is soluble in insoluble fiber. If you do some cleansing, you buy it in the drugstore, but you are not able to cleanse your blood impurities. That's why we have a product that is so unique and clinically proven and studied because it has a soluble in insoluble fiber as well as it brings your pH level into alkalinity. They are worried because if you take the product, you will have ankylosis o alkaline. So do not worry because 80% of what we eat nowadays is more acidified and 20% only what we eat is only alkaline foods. As we age, so mahina na metabolismo mo, wala ka na siguro ng ehersisyo, so you're suffering from stress or prolonging the stress leading for oxidative stress. So better for you cleanse as well because lifestyle kasi ng tao na so wala nang, especially nowadays po, sa bahay ka lang. So whatever you grab this food, so maraming preservativo, junk food, so maraming mga siguro chemicals with that product or instant food, so it's bad for you. You know what? The colon has no property of metabolism. It's only a septic tank. It's your storage bank. So you have to clean it with a broom. That's why while taking the cleansing, it has soluble and insoluble fiber. So it cleans your colon in abnormalities as well in leaving the environmental factors that your organs functions normally, as well as the secondary effect. You're able to eliminate the toxins in the heavy metals that stays in your blood. That's why as long as you live, as long as you eat, you have to cleanse.
Hangang katangian ng isang mahusay na karunungan ay ang paggamit ng pinaka-natural sa mabisang produkto matatagpuan. Positibo sa lahat ng bagay, sa physical, emotional at spiritual. Kasaganahan sa buhay, ang hangad dinuman. Nawala ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. Nawala may kayamanan sa kalusugan. Pagkakataon, tulungan ang bawat isa, na ang bawat pamilya maiwasan ang karamdaman. Isang bagong henerasyon, harapin ang hamon ng buhay. May pag-ibig, tunay na kapayapaan, tagumpay at pagkakaisa sa lipunan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. May kayamanan sa kalusugan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. May kayamanan sa kalusugan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. Ang kalusugan ay kayamanan. May kayamanan sa kalusugan. Double